Hello, welcome to another Guntam version 2 video. That is the Guntank Mass Production Type, and I got a match here for you on Impact's High B side, which if you guys know from watching my previous videos, I'd rather take a razor bath than play on that side of the map. But we do have Taro with us, and I believe this is also going to be raiding. Now the build I have on this is pretty weird. I have, part of it's not weird, where I have, I believe, 4 and 3 range strength, and then overtune range strength. This is the level 4 gun tank at 400. That is plus 10% more range strength. And then we have overtune thruster gauge, because I guess I couldn't fit anything else on that was kind of like I really wanted. I know what I wanted my idea to be with this suit on this map. Now, if you guys know, one of the things I hate about B-side is that we play around the D point mountain a little bit too much. So I want to go ahead and head straight for the little mountain behind the hill here, which I don't see too many supports often do, right? And thankfully the enemy team did not rush towards us immediately, because that is a really good way to deal with D point here. So we're going to go ahead and get on this little lip, and I believe we'll accidentally create the perfect setup with this suit, where Taro is going to chase the Hidolfer. And when he does that, 2 generals will chase him. This leaves the Red Rider and the Dom Stutzer on the front line against 3 of us. And I am a Guntank Mass Production Type. If you guys don't know, the Guntank Mass Production Type, this is a really good suit if you have a good setup. That's what makes it good and bad at the same time. Where once you get that setup, you have 800 range. And you have really good range strength, as you can see here, where I'm just getting off over 2,000, over 3,000 damage, with some of the spread shot doing like at least over 1,500. And yeah, we just cleaned up the enemy team. There is one guy in the back we're gonna go ahead and start wailing on, and this is where you can see the range of the gun tank come into play. I'm on the other side of the map, essentially, attacking past the enemy team's point on C. Really great range on the gun tank, and yeah, just. Unfortunately, I don't nail too many shots, right? But you can still see, with setup, the gun tank is really insane. And, you know, there's some other suits that work the same way, like the Zamel and all that. And that, again, like I said, can also be a bad side for the gun tank, where, or the mass production type, or the Zamel, or whatever, because the enemy team is really aggressive, and if you're playing with randoms, there's not going to be too many times where you can have setups like these, where you can get protected, or you might get run up on way too often to kind of have effective targeting, right? I noticed the Red Rider is going straight towards me, so I have to like make sure to hit him occasionally, because I'm pretty sure the gun tank here has some pretty decent leg breaking if I keep focusing them, right? Oh, they're on Dom Stutzer. Here comes the Red Rider going for his second attempt here. Now, I know I don't want to tackle immediately, because I noticed he had his beam saber out, right? So I hesitated just a little bit. And I guess, he's like, oh, hey, okay, I guess I'll melee. And then I tackled him, got the counter, and then somebody got the finish off here. And we're getting a ton of assists here, so really good for us. I mean, we are support. We want to throw out our damage or our stuns at least. There is the rest of the generals here. Nice downswing. Going to go ahead and thread our shots in between our teammates. Get the finish off kill. Nice. And yeah, it's 4,000, almost 5,000 to 2,000. Now, unfortunately, this will not last too much longer. But because of this initial start of the match, this will help us towards the end of the match. And the end of the match, not going to lie, it gets very, very close. Oh, support fire. We know that's going to be right on top of us because we've been annoying the enemy team. Or at least, they know I'm a gun tank. They don't want me sitting up here anymore. Because, again, the gun tank, good damage, really good range. And looks like we try to capture C. We did not capture it fully, unfortunately. But, yeah, the enemy team will be making another push here. A lot of them are on the front line here, so again, a little bit of a target-rich environment. Now, I believe that is the raid on the side that is firing at our team, I want to say. Or he might be up over here. But we're going to go ahead and just get as much damage as possible, because I know that my reign is about to end here. So, yeah, here comes the Red Rider. 3rd time's a charm, right? So, this time we tackle a little bit too early. I thought maybe he would switch up his tactics and just go straight for it, right? But, yeah, no, that didn't work. And we were almost dead just from one engagement with the Red Rider. So we're going to try and get one last shot off. Didn't work. We're going to die. So there goes our good setup, right? Again, we had a perfect setup going on there for a second, but unfortunately, good things have to end, and the enemy team will be rushing towards D point to finish off our generals. Now, of course, since I am a gun tank, I don't want to spawn right in front of the enemy team because that would be really stupid. So we're going to go ahead and spawn at base instead and set up. I could have spawned at B as well, but I think I might have avoided an encounter with the Red Rider by not spawning at B immediately and showcasing where I am. So we're going to go ahead and get near the tunnel entrance, and then we're going to, well, take some pot shots at the enemy team here. Now, thank God the Red Rider did not turn around. He's too focused on fighting our generals. He really could have easily just ran up to me and just killed me. And hey, his general buddy's walking with him too. So they just left they left D point. We managed to secure D point back, and I'll be using this side of the mountain now. This little lip here, which again, with the range strength and the range of the Guntank, really good position to be at. And unfortunately, I do leave it because I think we get a better setup going on. But, oh man, there could have been some opportunities here if I would have stayed here. That is a Gasha, so we're going to go ahead and melt the Gasha. Over 3,000 damage per shot, over 2,100, I believe, with the spread shot. Throw in some bot missiles, right? Which honestly, I forget they have pretty good range. You know, it's something you don't see a lot of people do. But you know, they're really good for throwing in a little bit of extra damage if you don't want to stun your teammates, or you know somebody's gonna die. Throw in some more stuff in there. Or you know, I think I was reloading all my other shoulder missiles or shoulder cannons, right? So I guess I'll use that as well. All right, so now we're on the side of the ship here. I wanted to test and see if I can get up here because honestly, I don't go here too much. And I was like, oh yeah, well, okay, you can't get up here. So I guess we'll just plan our ass back and start firing at people. Again, this is a really good point for us to be at because as you saw there, that was a really good shot on, again, the far side of the map. So yeah, I'll be taking advantage of that. Now, unfortunately, our teammates are, well, dying. So there goes Taro. He's about to die here in a second. Actually, no, never mind. That's the other general. He's probably going to die anyway here soon. We got a nice double stun on the team here. And yeah, here comes the enemy team. I'm not going to live very long. I know this, so I'm just going to try and get off some more shots before I die. Thankfully, I'm using some of my... oh man, I can't remember what it's called. Not precision shelling. There's a skill that some supports have where if you're crouched, you try to... you get shock dampeners. And I tried to go for a cheeky downswing. Did not work, unfortunately. But I know I was going to die anyway, so... But alright, that is our second death of the match. I don't believe we got too many kills. We're just kind of throwing out damage, right? When the last minute of the match, the enemy team is catching up very, very quickly. So it looks like our generals, one of them spawned away from everybody else. I believe they'll be chasing them, and then the rest of our team will be chasing in. And I believe this is at the point where the enemy team will start... I think they'll win. They could have won near the end here, which I guess, spoilers alert, right? So, spoilers. We're going to go ahead and get back right up on the lip here because, well, hey, target-rich environment again. And take some more shots using our shock dampeners or abusing our shock dampeners that we get when we crouch, along with some extra damage as well. There's the Dom Stutzer. Go ahead and get the finish off on him. And the Hidolfer, who should have retreated... Actually, no, I think he didn't retreat because he thought he was going to get this kill, and this kill would have won them the match, right, on number 3 over there. But unfortunately, the Hidolfer just got a little bit too greedy, and we're going to use that to finish him off here in a second. You'll see at literally the last possible second, it feels like. Yeah, at literally the last second, they would have won, we got the kill, and we're going to stay in the lead. So, yeah. Looks like no good work. Oh, no, I did say good work. Nice. Mission completed, and let's see who we'll praise. I think we're going to praise Taro from what happened in the beginning. And hey, top assist and top damage. Nice. And we will be praising the Pale Rider Ground because he got top individual. They were doing pretty well at some sections in the front line, you know, making use of them being generals and me being a support at long range. And hey, first place, 3 and 2, and top assist, as we said, assist and damage. And pretty decent pursuit assist as well, almost 14,000. And yeah, not too many kills, but again, we were just sitting there being a huge annoyance for the enemy team. And yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. If you guys enjoy this video, leave a like, subscribe if you want, I'd really appreciate it. And you know, type up in the comment section how you feel about the Guntank Mass Production Type. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Now, I like the idea of the Guntanks, I really do. I think, you know, as you saw earlier, you can have some really amazing setups, but playing with randoms can be a little bit tricky because, as we said, there's going to be moments where you might not get that setup, or you will get that setup, but that you won't get defended as much, right? Or not going to be in a good position. Now, if the Pale Rider could have killed me easily at some points. Where I think at least the second time, if I didn't get that counter right, I could have gotten melted a lot more. Or maybe if our generals weren't staying alive as long, if our generals weren't that good, we could have easily just been a free kill sometimes. You know, there's been moments where I fought against Guntanks, Guntank Mass Production Types, Zamels, right? Where the enemy team doesn't try to set up with it or help them set up, right? And they just again free kill essentially. And especially on the bigger maps where the range of the Guntanks cannot be underestimated with how much damage they can do. I'm pretty sure there's enough stun accumulation on the shoulder cannons to really fuck up maneuver armor suits or suits with, you know, stun resistances. Flying suits, I believe, can get shot out of the sky immediately getting hit by the gun tank if you ever get those shots off with the shoulder cannons, right? But yeah, military base, supply depot, really good maps for the gun tank to work at. And you know, if you get a really good setup on impact site, you can potentially work with the gun tank just as well. I took a huge risk, and the risk really paid off, where it kind of helped us stay in the lead, and then towards the end, we got the winning kill, so... So yeah, there are some uses for the gun tank, but again, it's a little bit tricky to use. It's a lot better on the longer range maps, where you can kind of use the range of the map to your advantage. You don't have to rely on teammates as much, although it still can be an issue if a raid is just going straight for you and not being challenged, right? And of course, I have to give props to Taru at the beginning there, where he went after the Hidalgo and distracted the half of the enemy team, or at least a good portion of it. They distracted three people really, chasing one person, getting chased by two. They left two people on the front line. Again, that was a perfect situation for me to be in. So yeah, that'll be it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Ow. Where you going, Hidalgo? I missed him. Got him.
We won.
Bro,
Where you going, pilot?
That should not have worked.
Won.
That should
James,
not
I just hit the
have
pilot with
worked.
the fucking double X.
Oh my god, that should not have fucking
Dude,
worked.
I'm catching it. He's dead. Stop throwing grenades.
The most satisfying thing is killing a pilot with the Ashmar kick.
Oh my god.
Punt.
First place! No! Well, don't forget 9th! No!
Yeah, I was doing my job by also
Why
not
did I have to
winning.
win so hard?